As we continue to look at Hilton Head Christian Academy, beyond who we are as a school, we want to talk about what we do as a school. And where we're going to start, because we are indeed a school, is our academic programs and pathways. What's exciting is our unique vision in academics is not just to educate a child and allow them to be able to get a high school diploma, move on to college, and go forward. We do all those things, obviously. But the way we view it is our goal is to truly create personalized learning pathways for each student. We want to really work with students to enable them to understand and embrace the way God's made them and uniquely gifted them in order to create an engaging learning environment and a pathway that allows them to focus on things that they're passionate about and ultimately use their gifts and talents to prepare them for college and beyond. Because the reality is the world has changed to some degree. We are always sending kids to college. That's always going to be part of the college prep nature of our school. But we're also in a place where we need to be preparing to send our kids out into the world, not just into college, because so many of the job markets and so many other areas are fluent and moving so quickly. We want our kids to have the skills they need to move forward. So the way we've done that is we've really focused in the last 5 years on growing the team that does the most in pouring into that pathway, and that's our guidance team. We have amazing people, and when I think back 5 years ago, we had 2 full-time people, 1 part-time person that were working, and they did an amazing job. But as we've grown as a school, we've seen the need, if we're going to be individualized, we have to be individually working with kids all the way through. And so this year we'll have 5 full-time folks pouring into our students and enabling them to continue to move forward. So when I say multiple pathways, one of the things I'm talking about is not just taking courses and getting the graduation requirements from classes, but what I'm talking about is really giving kids opportunities to think differently. We have an abundance of AP courses that we want to offer for the student that is on the AP track that wants to grow there. We also have opened up a lot of dual enrollment options with TCL, USCB, Grand Canyon University that enables students to take a different path that want to go that route. But beyond that, we really want to get our kids real life experience. We work through things like our Diploma with Distinction program that is about giving kids an actual project that they are passionate about to pour into their senior year to really create what would be the equivalent of a thesis on what that is and how that's going to impact them as they move forward. We also work through a lot of internships. One of our goals is to get our high school juniors and seniors off campus as much as possible in real life work environments. From an academic part of this, we spend a lot of time focusing on SATs, MAP testing. We want to be able to have data to back up and to improve scores and to work through it. But it's not just about the scores. Every kid's different. We want to give them a curriculum that aligns with their gifts, their abilities, but also hits the standards. And that's what project-based learning is all about. Project-based learning is really taking information and putting it in a setting where kids can really apply it to real life. So they're not asking the question, when will I ever use this? They'll understand, here's where I use this. Other things that we offer are Project Lead the Way, academic resource centers, SOAR intervention programs. We're focused on leveling up, giving our kids opportunities to move up. And all of those things are just elements of how we want to continue to give kids individualized pathways. But at the same time, we want to keep them deeply connected to the school, because with those pathways comes a lot of different schedules. We're not on a traditional, just you go from 8th grade to 9th grade to 10th grade and you take the same classes. We're on a schedule where kids have a lot of flexibility. And so some of the cultural connections of our school are Bible classes. Bible is the foundation of all that we do. Every student's required to take that every year. Clubs and organizations, we want to offer as many opportunities for kids to get involved. Athletics, fine arts, we have tons of kids that are involved in those areas. The Cage, our student leadership team, we're excited about getting kids excited about our school, that want to come to games, that want to be part of leadership, that want to be a part of all that we do. And then ultimately we do a lot of that through relationship, through things like our spiritual life events, which includes anything from weekly chapels to retreats, to passion trips, to mission trips, to service projects locally, to E10 mentoring. We want to create as many environments as we can where kids can continue to grow and stay connected. And so part of that transition educationally has been building out programs internally, but part of it's been partnering externally. And so part of that for us is training our faculty and staff. We have 6 coaches internally that we've invested a lot of time and resources into to help train our own people so that they can continue to do that. Also, part of that is our Friday schedule. Part of the reason for an early dismissal Friday is to give us time each week to invest in our students through investment in our teachers. Because the more we can pour into them, the more they will be able to pour into our students. And ultimately, all of this is done inside a Christian worldview. I love C.S. Lewis's quote. He said, "I believe in Christianity as I believe the sun has risen, only because I see it, but because by it I see everything else." We want to immerse a Christian worldview into everything we do, whether it be athletics, whether it be fine arts, all the different things. And the way we want to do that is to bring Christian truth into every element of class. And we do that not only in Bible classes, but in every other class, math, science, and so on. And it is exciting to be able to invest in each and every one of your children.